Hi, my name is Jane Meyer Hamilton. I've been a nurse for 40 years and a family caregiver for 20. I founded Partners on the Path to help organizations recognize and respond to the hidden costs of caregiver stress. I'm delighted to be here today with Nancy O'Toole, founder of Live at Home Seniors. We're going to be talking about self-care for caregivers, and we hope that this discussion will be useful to you.
Welcome back, Jane. We're delighted to have you.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Our caregivers, I often hear them say, this is a long journey, Nancy, but I feel so alone. What advice, what tips do you have for our family caregivers who have been on this journey and are feeling so alone? Talk directly to them. Tell them what you suggest.
Well, the first thing that I will say to you is take heart. Even though you feel like you're totally alone, you're not. There are over 65 million people in the United States every year who care for someone who is a family member or a friend. And as a result, there are millions of people who understand what you're experiencing, and there are many organizations that have been formed to provide support and information to help you out. And so when you feel alone, as you will, the first thing I would suggest is to reach out for some information. There are websites, there are books, there are TV and radio programs, there are articles in magazines and in the newspaper. Look and seek, and you will find that there is a lot of information to answer your questions and to illustrate that others are on this journey. The other thing you can do is Google the word family caregiver. You will be amazed. Google any word that applies to a particular problem that you're having with family caregiving, and you will find some information. Beyond reaching out for information, the second thing I'd suggest is to reach out for emotional support. Family, friends, neighbors, people in your community, people in your faith community, even people in your workplace understand what it is to care for a loved one. They know those feelings that you're experiencing, and there are people who will understand and with whom you can share those feelings. There are a lot of support groups that are run by faith communities, at healthcare organizations, through organizations that are disease or condition specific, like the Alzheimer's Association or the American Cancer Society or the Veterans Administration. Look for those support groups. Some of them are held person to person, some of them are held online, some of them are even held on the telephone. But caregiver support groups are a tremendous way to get past that feeling of being alone. And I think the other thing I would suggest is to reach out for some hands-on help. We in America are rugged individualists. We handle things on our own, and sometimes we're reluctant to ask for help. But recognize that caregiving is a team sport. It's not something that you can do on your own. So ask for help with physical care like bathing and feeding and dressing. Ask for help with managing financial affairs or household affairs or transportation. Whatever you're doing that seems to put you over the limit of what you can comfortably handle, ask for help.
Thank you so much, Jane. That's great advice. And what I learned today is when I feel so alone, I need to reach out for information, for emotional support, and for hands-on help, because it's a team sport, right? And
That's
not
right.
an individual journey.
That's exactly right.
Thank you
Yes.
so much for that. Those great tips.
You're welcome.